If you've ever been on my call, I always say we're all family, right? When you get a new team member, then I'd be like, welcome, cuz, right? That's kind of what I always say. I love it. Thank you, Miss Debbie. Oh my gosh, I really appreciate it. And to the Grand Poobah who brought me into this was Mr. Mike Jameson. We would not be here for him, so I want to make sure I say that, right? And I'm not going to stay up here, but I want to ask you a question. Those of you who put your hand up for being in another company before, do that again for me one time. Anybody been in another company? Yes. And have you ever had someone stand on the stage and say, oh, I made all this money with my other company and I lost everything, and then now I'm rebuilding and I have to start all over and I'm sleeping in a friend's apartment and they're on their couch. Anybody ever heard that story before? Yes, I've heard that story over and over. Do not make that be you. We're making money here. And I can tell you everything that I do is to make my life better. Y'all hear that? And so when I gain money and I have profits, I put that to use. I'm not going to be a leader that's on the stage that doesn't do like some amazing things as far as my finances are concerned. And so the thing I am so proud of, y'all see, this will make me cry. They put this up first. They shouldn't have put this up first. But my daughter is graduating in May from college. Yes. And I can tell you that 5 years ago, when she was a senior in high school, I wrote out a vision board, and we wrote it together, and we said, you're not going to have any student loans. You're going to graduate college with a 750 credit score. You're going to have $10,000 in the bank, and you're going to pay off a car note. Do you know that all of those things have happened? It is awesome. So I made my last payment for her college is $46,000 a year. She's graduating from the illustrious Hampton University, right? And not one dime of student loans that she gonna have. Not one dime. And I want to say, I don't know if the guy from Endotech is still here. We don't make any income claims, but I can tell you I use my Endotech money to pay off that college tuition. That's what I can tell you when I'm standing up here. So I am telling you. Now also, my mortgage is paid off. I'm just giving you the testimony of what God has given to me. My mortgage 100% is paid off. I can tell you that I bought a car, that's paid off too. Right? And I do not have any student loans. I also use the money to pay that off as well. So when I'm talking to you from making a big difference in my life, and we're going to talk about smartFinance. Y'all hear me? Because the name of the game is not just recruiting somebody. The name of the game is keeping them and retaining them. So I'm going to give you something that you can add. I'm sorry to the people who are not in the United States. Right? I know, right? But I'm telling you, this is the way. No one should sign up into your organization without signing up for smartFinance. And I'm going to give you why, and I'm going to go through each one of those. I am a problem solver. You all hear me? That's my job as a teacher every day. The little babies come in. I have seniors. They still babies. But they come in with problems, and we have to solve it. So let's go through. Most people right now are fearful. They're fearful about this recession that the news keeps talking about. They're fearful about the amount of money they have in their account. They're fearful about, whether or not the world is going to shut down again. They're fearful. That fear comes from a lack of education. Do you all understand that? They don't know what to do with their money. They don't know what's right. They just need some direction on what to do, and we have that for them. So we're going to use these two people on this slide. Just imagine this is your new prospect that's coming in, and what are we going to do? We're going to restore them. We're going to educate them, and then we're going to teach them how to invest. That's all iGenius is. Those three things: restore, educate, invest. The smartFinance is a way for you to restore. What's the one package that we have more people quit from? Choice. So if you have somebody who comes to the door and they're only doing a $99 package, that's okay, but you need to add another $49.99 on it and get what? smartFinance. Because if you don't have the money to get the elite, you need to do some what? Restoring. And that's okay. So we're going to add that on for them. The Smart Finance gives us a suite, say suite of services. It is not just one service. Everybody in the room in the U.S. should be on this. Let's go through. First thing is Debt Pro. Do people have debt? Yes. Do they need help figuring out what to pay first? Yes. This is exactly what Debt Pro is going to do. The problem is that we have millions of people who have debt problems. Millions. And they don't know what to do, and then they follow something like a Dave Ramsey that tells them, well, don't do anything for the next 5 years of your life. Right? Well, you can't get any coffee, you need to sell your car, you need to, right? That's what he teaches, and that's the thing. Most people don't want to hear that. So we want to go through and teach them like about this. Now, the impact of debt. Oh my gosh, the impact. Now I'm gonna come down because some of you all are in debt, right? You're stressed. It breaks up marriages. It causes people to have heart problems. Do you all know that? Yes, and so that's the impact of debt, but we have the solution. Say the solution. So if you have a problem, you want to bring someone the solution. Sometimes you could just have somebody get in this that's talking to you. One of your friends is always talking about, man, I got to pay this, and man, I got to pay that. Well, I got a solution for that. Very important. So we have this Debt Pro that's going to help them pay their debts off in third period of the time. One of the things you may not know about Debt Pro is that you actually have people who will go to your debtors and negotiate for you. Did you all know that? Yeah, so they will negotiate your debt for you. So you want to those are some things that you can eliminate, interest and things like that and get on a payment plan. This is something that is available for you. I'm not going to talk about all the benefits, but we already know getting out of debt is freedom, right? That is freedom. That is freedom. And so when I paid off all my credit card debt and paid those student loans off, y'all know I had a nice little party. Right? Everybody up here got up here and talked about their age. I am 50 years old. Yes. And for my 50th, I had a nice little business event to celebrate in the name of business with Rodney, right? In the name of business, right? But that was important to me. Now, Credit Pro, this is the service that gets the most, feel for this Smart Finance is the Credit Pro. And credit is a huge problem. 68 million people have poor credit. Or they have things on their credit report that shouldn't be there. There's another Angela Harrell that's in Cleveland, Ohio. I know her very well. I don't know her at all, but her creditors keep calling me. They have tried to repossess my car, right? Because they call and we have the same name, we live in the same town, and I get that all the time. So I must monitor my credit because I know she's there, right? Now, the impact of poor credit, I want you to understand. A lot of people will say, I don't really care about my credit so much. It doesn't affect me. Yes, it does. When you go and get a new car, when you go and get your cell phone, with some states in Georgia, I believe they pull your credit when you go get utilities. They sure do. Honestly, they don't do that in Ohio. Could you imagine just wanting to go get an apartment, get your gas turned on, they pull your credit? Here in Georgia, that's what they do. And so you have a lot of people that you can help by this. This is an example that we give, is that if you went out today and wanted to finance a car, 2016 Toyota Camry, $23,000, that's typical, right? But if you have a credit score of 599, your total payments on that car are going to end up being $33,000 because of the interest rates. Your interest rates, when you have a low credit score, is going to be very, your interest rates are going to be very high. Here was 14.99. You end up paying $10,000 more than the person who has a credit score of 730. We hear this all the time, use other people's money. You should. But you don't want to do that at a high interest rate. You got to get your credit together so you can go out and get the real estate deal. So you can go and get a new car and get the good rate, right? This is so important. You're spending money. Do you know? Now here we come with the education. I'm a teacher all day. Do you know that you can restore your credit? A lot of people think that, oh, well, I messed up and I'm going to just pay these debts off. Paying the debt off does not restore your credit. You need it to come off of your credit report. Because it can be there and you had lots of old payments that you didn't pay. It's still there. Do you know that? So that doesn't restore it. So it is an act of 1971, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, that says you have the ability to challenge the credit bureaus. Do you know the credit bureaus are not a federal institution? They are for-profit institutions. They get paid to give your credit information to whoever you're trying to get money from. And so you have a right to challenge them. And it's a law to do that. Our Credit Pro teaches you exactly how to do that. We have the what? Oh, I ain't hear. We have the what? Solution. We have the solution. We have the solution to people's credit problems. So Credit Pro is going to help you monitor your credit. They're going to have this an AI program that will allow you to go through and say, these are the first things that you need to dispute. They will help you write the letters. They take you through a process that you have to, just go through on the computer, put your information in, let the computer do its thing, and then it'll shoot out the letters. And here's the hard part. You have to print them off and mail it. Is that hard? No, but that's what you have to do. You got to go through the process, and we can help. Now, the benefits of this. The benefit is really important because we don't just have the service. We also teach you about the credit. We teach you how to have your kids have a 750 credit score. We teach you the process of maintaining the score. Because I used to think, here's me, and I may not be the only person, but I used to think that if I didn't have a credit card and I only used cash, that my credit should be fine. Is that true? No. In America, that you have to have credit to have credit. Right? You got to have credit and you got to know how to use it properly. I can tell you I have a business credit card now that I get cash rewards on. I have a personal credit card that I get cash rewards on. Then I take those cash rewards, and guess what I do with my cash rewards? I take that and I put it into an investment that's going to give me more money. Because my cash rewards are money that I didn't work for. I just went to the grocery store. I do that every week, right? Go to the grocery store every week. I get my cash back. I take that cash back and I put it into an investment. That's the important thing. We got to teach that. Restore, educate, invest. Restore, educate, invest. We got to teach people that so they know how to, do that. We have all kinds of testimonies. They cut my time, so I'm not going to go through all the testimonies. But we have lots of testimonies of how our, people's credit has been restored. I've gone through a credit repair process, and people will tell you, oh, that stuff's not real. Anybody hear that before? Oh, that stuff's not real. My credit was in the 500s after my divorce. It was a $260,000 foreclosure on my credit. And I didn't know how I was I'm like, wait, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this, right? How am I going to get this? I went through a process of the same process we have here that now it's in the 700s. Now I'm like, my credit is going down because I paid off everything. Because that's the thing, they want you to have credit. I don't have a card note anymore. There's no more card note on my credit card, on my credit report. Right now I don't have a mortgage anymore. It's not on my credit report. So I got to go buy some stuff. I'm sorry, right? But I got to go do some things to be able to maintain it. And that's important. Tax Pro. Now, we had our tax expert, but in this service, we also have Tax Pro. So Tax Pro is very, very important because the impact of not knowing how to file your business and investment taxes can get you in some real trouble. And we have a service right here that will allow you to know what to do, when to do it, what you should be filing, and how to file it, right? So the penalties could be anything from fines to you having to pay more money, to not knowing the deductions, to legal issues. And we don't want any of our members to have that. Everyone in this room has a business. Am I right? Yes, and so we want you to file your taxes properly. So this is very, very important for you to do this. So we have an exclusive, partnership that you can file your LLC, get your EIN, do that properly. We talked about S corps and all those different things yesterday. We have a service that will help you do that will walk you through. You can have a consultation with someone who is going to help you set up those things for your business. Is that great? Yes. That's awesome, right? Health Pro. Now, y'all sleeping on this Health Pro. Y'all sleeping on this Health Pro because it's back there, and y'all sleeping on this Health Pro. I can say healthcare problems. Well, in our country, we got a whole lot of them with our healthcare system, right? It's a whole lot of problems. So we have the solution. Do you know we have a HMA that gives you dollar for dollar what you put into it? So what does that mean? Somebody says, what does that mean? What does that mean? That means you put 200, the company's gonna match you 200. And for those of you who have jobs like me, I am a school teacher, I have a job, I do have the flex pay program, but with that flex pay, I have to decide how sick I'm gonna be this year. Am I right? Those of you who have jobs, right? You have to say, this year I think I'm gonna be $2,000 sick. Because you have to set the money up in advance. This year I think I'm gonna be $3,000 sick. You do that in normally November for the next year. And then if you're not sick and you don't use the money, what happens December 31st? You lose it. So those of the entrepreneurs in the room, y'all had jobs, y'all know nothing about that. But I'm saying that when you put that money into the account, if you don't use all that money for your health care, so if it's $3,000 you've set aside, at the end of the year, they say, thank you very much for giving us this money. I had money this year. I was looking and being like, man, I wonder who would appreciate Band-Aids as Christmas gifts. Right? How can I use this money, right? I don't know. How can I use this money at the end of the year? With this HMA, it rolls over. You never lose it. What? That's what I said. I heard somebody say. Okay, anybody have any fur babies? Any fur babies? I got a fur baby. That's it. We only have a few people who have fur babies. No cats and dogs, no fur babies. Y'all have vet bills, right? Do you know we have a program for your pet? Oh. That is what? A dollar for dollar match cost average, just like the health care. For those of you who are working, your pet is not your baby according to your job. But don't mess with my baby. He's all of 5.5 pounds, right? But I'm saying, when you may even have, I have a Banfield thing that I pay, but they always get you with extra, right? And you can use this for your pet as well. So that is an amazing, amazing program. Don't sleep. Wake up. Tell your neighbor, wake up. It's not enough people who are using this, because your person that you have, that's your choice member, are they going to go to the doctor at some point in time that year? Yes. And so you can show them how they're making money with their money just by being in this program. All right, all my business owners. This is not even just business owners. Do you all know we have health care? We have a health care program. We actually have a health care program that you can get family coverage, single coverage, and you can get that for your family as well. So we have all kind of different programs. And you just have to go and look. We have individual plans and we have business owner plans. And so those of you thinking about hearing this all the time, I'm gonna quit my job, I'm gonna do trading full time. Okay, that's fantastic, but you need health care, right? And we have that, solution for people here. I want to take you through this. This is one of our members that I knew had a testimony, and I asked her for this testimony. So this is her testimony of her health coverage with us. So this health coverage, the HMA and the health coverage is any procedure that you have that's done by a doctor's office. Y'all got it? So the plastic surgery you want, yep, that counts. Somebody said, what? Right? Yes, that counts. Those dental veneers that you want in your teeth, yep, you can do that too. Right? I'm just telling you, like, we have this right here with us. And so this is someone, she had $50,000 in medical bills. She had to have a procedure done. 48,800 of her expenses were paid by our insurance. Is that awesome or awesome? Have you been sleeping? Yeah, you've been sleeping on this. Now, okay, everybody lean close, because I'm not supposed to tell y'all this. Lean close, right? She still had $1,200 to go. We're getting a service that's going to negotiate your medical bills. It's coming. It's in the works. So if you currently are struggling with medical bills right now, y'all better be on the lookout. Look at that back office. They said that new back office coming up, right? You keep looking. And the moment it comes, you all make sure you have the service in place so what? You can go and then negotiate that. So I just want you to know, she still had to pay $1,200 of this service, but because of our HMA, right, she really only had to pay half of that. Do you all see that? The insurance covered the $48,000. She had $1,200 to go. She told me, I'm waiting for our negotiation with healthcare. I'm gonna wait a second. But then even if she paid this right now using her HMA card, she would have only put in half the money because they match you dollar for dollar. Awesome. Here's the SmartFinance. Are you all excited about this now? Can you understand that when people quit, they quit for all kind of reasons? But they're also like thinking like, I don't know. They get up too early in the morning doing that trading stuff. I can't do that. Or, I don't know, like I'm too busy or do you understand when you add this to their membership and they're getting this and they have that HMA, they have the thing for their pet, they have the insurance, are they quitting? No, they're not. They're not. You can also sell this as a standalone product. So for $60 a month, somebody can sign up. Do you know you get $15 commission every time you sign somebody up? So you can add that as well. Now, we got another problem because how much is the membership here? $100, $175, right? For their membership? All right, we got the solution to that too. It's called Save Pro. This is another product that it comes in your SmartFinance package. So this Save Pro, anybody go to Target? Yes. Anybody go to the movies? Yes. Right? Does anybody Chad just talked about how he took his kids to Disney World, right? Do you ever, Verizon cell phones, Kohl's? Okay, I'm dating myself. Does anybody remember them big fat entertainment books? Yes? Do you know they sold those big fat entertainment books for $35? You get all of this service for what, $60? This is like the entertainment book in your phone. Because this is an app, you all. You download the app and then now you can save on products that you're already buying. You can go to McDonald's with your kids and get discounts on it. The average family saves $2,000 or more with Save Pro. Somebody do this math for me real quick. 2,000 divided by 11, because the first month you're gonna pay your $60. So what's 2,000 divided by 11? 180, 181. How much is our membership? Problem solved. Hold on now, somebody said, right? $2,000 average family saves with our Save Pro. You have no complaint about your $175 membership. So your $175 membership is taken care of, And while you're building your process and your demo account, it's like, oh, I'm not making any money. I'm just in this demo account, right? You take all of the excuses out. No more excuses. We are sleeping on this product. Everybody needs to have this because what? It gives you great benefits that no one else can beat. There's no other company that can beat that. So I'm Angela Harrell. I thank you so much. Everybody sign up for Save Pro.